Shalom, 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 Brother Aaron, regime of Habashah. And first and foremost, we're going to say, call Halloh Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bashim Rakakadash. Okay, and first and foremost, also, I want to say a blessed Shabbat Shalom. Okay, I hope everybody's well and blessed out there. And today's lesson, I titled this, Global Reset, Digital Currency, and Dollar Collapse. Okay, because that's the time that we're moving into, or that's the phase of prophecy that the world is entering into. Now, as we know, the pretty much the capital, I would say, of the world, okay, even concerning prophecy, okay, when you talk about the daughter of Babylon the Great, okay, we know that we have ancient Babylons, but we know that people as well as empires or kingdoms are regenerated. Okay, so today's world empire, or modern day Egypt, or the world superpower, is what we know is America. Okay, but the Bible also refers to as the daughter of Babylon, or Babylon the Great. Okay, now what the Lord is doing before he brings forth the kingdom, okay, because that's the time that we're coming into, transition, shift, and power, meaning the current rulership over the earth, the Lord is slowly beginning to strip and take down in order to make way for his kingdom, okay, the kingdom of heaven, or the millennial reign, which will be 1,000 years on this earth, rulership under this earth, under our Lord and Savior, Yahushua Mashiach, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, okay, along with his people, the children of Israel. Okay, that is what's happening or about to happen soon. Like the scripture says, no man knows the exact day or hour, but the Lord did leave us signs. Okay, signs of the times and the prophecies. And that's the job of the prophet or the teacher, to filter real world events real time through these prophecies and narrate it for you all the way to the end. Okay, not to be distracted with what they would call mainstream media or news, which should not sit up to tell you the truth. Okay, that sit up to distract you, divert you in every other direction while they move right under your nose, or the prophecy being fulfilled when you don't even realize it. So that's the job of the true prophet, to narrate and filter what's going on real time for you all the way into the end. Okay, and let's start there, because we know what's happening. The Lord is stripping the world empire, starting with Babylon the Great, because that's America is the face, or when you think of superpower of the earth. So what you see starting to happen, everything from these bank collapsing to the economy to inflation through the roof, this is all ultimately at the will of the Lord. Okay, so what he's doing is breaking the world's systems or economies or powers down. He's doing it from within first. Okay, and then we know, according to prophecy, at the end of that, okay, the finishing, the last straw or the finishing tool is going to be through thermonuclear ballistic missiles, okay, or fire. Okay, but before we get to that, this is what the world is starting to wilt. So the Lord is starting to shut down the world's economies and systems. Okay, so let's open up and let's get Luke 10:18. Let's start there. And he said unto me, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. Okay, and the Satan from heaven that he witnessed or beheld fall from lightning, this is going into Esau, or the so-called white man, talking about his power structure, his power system. Okay, so the Lord had already prophesied and witnessed this. Okay, I beheld Satan fall as lightning, talking about his system, rulership, authority over the earth is falling. Okay, let's get Isaiah 14:4. Thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how had the oppressor ceased and the golden city ceased? The oppressor in his golden city ceased, showing you again the Lord is taking that power. Verse 5, the Lord had broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. The scepter and the staff represents authority and power. It's showing you the Lord is breaking that. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger, is persecuted, and none hinder it. How did he smoke or rule the people in anger, or smote the nations in his wrath? Okay, that's talking about through his international foreign policies that he put in, all these sanctions that's put on other countries and other nations. You don't want to play ball. You don't want to go along with the American way. There's always consequences. Bully ball. Okay, even if you look at NATO, for example, okay, NATO's supposed to be a whole table full of countries, multiple countries. Now, we know that they all supposed to agree. So if there's something like, say, a vote between NATO, if so many countries, Britain, France, Spain, if they all say one way, but America feels opposite, even though America is in the minority, still it goes in America's favor. Okay, so by the power and authority and the position that America has been in, that's what it's talking about. It's like bully ball. They go to whoever don't want to fall in suit or play along whatever policy or whatever they're trying to promote or push, there's going to be consequences. All right, verse 6. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hinder it. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Why is that? When he comes down from power, when the Lord takes this place down, that whole rule, that oppression, authority that's over all other countries and nations, that's going to cease. Therefore, the people of other nations and the lands rejoice. We free now. We can implement our own policies. We don't have to worry about these sanctions. We don't have to worry about anybody coming over, taking our oil, our gold, our diamonds, our resources, setting up proxy wars. That's all that's going into. Let's jump down to verse 10. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? See, a third world nation. How did he, or you become now, you know, your power, everything is taken. You just another third world country. Verse 11, thy prop is brought down to the grave, talking about the money, the economic system. And the noise of thy vows, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. The worm that covering is spread under thee, that's talking about the debt. The international the debt crisis that America has, okay, over what is it now? Over $33 trillion in debt. Verse 12, how are there falling from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? Same thing we just read in St. Luke 10:18. How are there falling from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How are there cut down to the ground, which did weakest the nations? See? That whole oppressive power through the sanctions and foreign policies and things of that nature, the Lord is bringing that down now. For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh. I will sit also up on the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north, from North America. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look up on thee, and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake the kingdom? See that? That's why it says, this the man. The Lord, once he take them down from their power, plus the whole world is starting to finally witness, hey, who's been behind all this chaos over the earth? Who's really been sitting there? Who controls everything? The media, the outlets, who's been narrating this, all the confusion. So the world is starting to witness and see who's really been behind this the whole time. Verse 17, that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners. See, the house of his prisoners would be what? The children of Israel, not being known who they are, not being told, not being set free. Just like in ancient times under Pharaoh, when the Lord raised up Moses, hey, tell Pharaoh, let my people go. Well, the same thing is happening in these last days. People waking up all over the earth, but yet they still want to spiritually, physically keep the children of God prison. All right, let's go to Isaiah 47:1 now. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne. O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. See that? So this is going into the Lord and say, come down, sit in the dust. The Lord is now bringing her down to a low place, a low position. Take the millstones and grind the mill, uncover the locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. So the Bible also refers to Babylon as a woman, a whore's woman. So this is the spiritual metaphor that is given now. It's likening her to a woman that's being revealed and exposed, like a beautiful, pretty woman when it says uncover the locks. So now her hair is messed up and exposed. She's falling. She's not that tender, beautiful, delicate woman, that powerful, untouched country that she once was. That's what it means. Uncover the locks, make bare the leg. So her skirt is being lifted up over her leg. She's not covered and hidden and powerful and classy like she once was. Uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. See that? Thy nakedness is going into thy shame. The whole world's starting to see, hey, this ain't the place we thought it was. This ain't the great, most richest, greatest, powerful, all the things, the American dream, all of that stuff is starting to be exposed. The lie is starting to be revealed now. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance and I will not meet thee as a man. As for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. And see, that's why to this day, America has always had that title, the Lady of Kingdoms, Lady Liberty. Okay, that's what that's been talking about the whole time. Verse 6, I was wroth with my people. I have polluted my inheritance. I have given them into thy hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke. And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever. See that? That's going into a pride, that boastfulness. I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to heart. You didn't consider the prophecies, the word of the Lord, which your end would be. Neither didst thou remember their later end, talking about the judgment. You didn't consider that. All right, let's go to Jeremiah 50:7. Let's see. Let me try 51:7. That's what I want. Okay, Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. What did it mean, a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken? Drunken with what? The wine of her fornication, those philosophies, those lies. Okay, all the things that's against the Lord, that's pushed and promoted throughout the earth. Where does that come from? Okay, third world countries, Africa, Asia, India, certain lifestyles that go against the Lord, LGBT, transgender, all of these things that comes is pushed and promoted from this place. It doesn't come from all around the world. That's what that's going into. Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. Thy nations have drunken her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain. If so be that she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let her go, every man into his own country. So if it was a place or a way that this place could be healed or turned around, like you have different politicians, different political people coming up, well, this is what we need. We need this in office. We need to do this. We need to restructure the system. All these different scenarios and solutions is what it's saying. There's no healing, even spiritual. We need a revival in America. We need people to know there is no healing. Okay, it's already written. Her end is prophesied, is written. The writing is on the wall for Babylon. It's nothing that can be done. Prophecy will be fulfilled, is what he's saying. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. All for her. Take balm for her pain. If so be she may be healed, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. See that? Forsake her and let us go everyone into his own country. For her judgment reacheth into heaven, and is lift up even into the skies. Okay, so this is all at the hand or will of the Lord to bring judgment and bring down these current world rulerships and systems, starting with America, aka Babylon. All right. From here, let's see. Let's go to Zephaniah 1 and 10. And it shall come to pass in that day, said the Lord, that there shall be a noise of a cry from the fish gate, and a howling from the second, and a great crashing from the hills. What is that howling from the fish gate and the great crashing from the hills going into? That's talking about a dollar collapse, economic collapse. Okay, verse 11. How ye inhabitants of Meshdach. What was Meshdach? Meshdach was kind of like in the ancient world, right? That was ancient Babylon. It was a like a stock market, a trading place. That's why the world's economy at the time. This is why the money was known for like a modern day stock market. Today, that would be considered where it? That would be present day Babylon, America. Okay, how ye inhabitants of Meshdach, for all the merchant people are cut down. All they that bear silver are cut off. Silver is going into what money? So silver being cut off, that's talking about our economic system. This is what the Lord is starting to do. This is why you're seeing the banks shut down and there's so much trouble and inflation and all of these things. This is what the Lord is showing you. He's breaking it down from within first. All right. From now, let's get Jeremiah 50 and 16. Cut off the sword from Babylon, and him that handled the sickle in time of the harvest. Cut off the sword from Babylon. What is that also going into? That's talking about her money. Okay, during the time we coming into, especially in this World War III and all the drama that's going on with these other nations, the international trading is about to stop. The imports and exports during the time of war, all of that cease. Okay, so this is still going into her economy being affected. Cut off the sword from Babylon, and him that handled the sickle in the time of the harvest. For fear of the oppressing sword, they shall turn everyone to his own people, and they shall flee everyone to his own land. Okay, so the time of the sickle and harvest, let the Lord let you know everything about this place is ready for judgment. Okay, and not just Babylon, but the whole Western world in general. Okay, the Lord, as he break the economic system and make her implode from within, it says everyone shall turn to his own people, and they shall flee everyone to his own land. This is why you got so many people trying to bail the hell out of America, trying to get the hell out of the Western world in general. You got more people that's going abroad. People starting to go like what, Africa or Asia, all the places on the islands. They trying to get out of this whole Western world system because they seeing it's been a lie. It's not what it's been made to be the whole time. And it's getting more oppressive and harder as each day go by. All right. Let's get let me go ahead. Let me play a couple of videos actually. One moment. Okay, one moment, y'all. I'm just trying to get this video. Living in a time where Here we go.
So Chase, JP Morgan, Bank of America, the Fed Now, the Bank of Australia, etc., etc. All of the major big players are going digital online November 19th, 2023. That means we got about 40 days left with cash until it's no good. Once all of the majors go, you know all the little guys is going to follow right after. So cash, I say, still be good for about another 45 days. I hope y'all got prepared, and I hope y'all been listening. We are now days away from the official rollout of all digital coins. That's why they've been altering the ATM machines. They already setting it up. If y'all notice this, pay attention to y'all banks. Go in the banks and start asking questions about who owns the higher ups of the banks. Are they ultimately owned by a Wells Fargo? Are they ultimately owned by a Chase or a Bank of America, etc., etc.? Go in and get the information, and don't let them tell you we don't know anything about going digital. There's no way the whole world knows of her about going digital, and the banks don't know. All right, if they tell you they don't know, because they've been told to tell you that they don't know. We have approximately 40 days until cash is over.
All right, y'all. Now, this brother here, a great critical thinker. He be spot on with a lot of information, but I'm just going to also put this out now. We don't use, even when we prophesy to the scriptures, we never use, if you notice, specific particular dates. Okay, because a lot of time prophecy, as they say, we prophesy in part. We don't really know exactly how he put the exact date, November 19th, not saying it is, not saying it ain't. What we do, like I said in the introduction, okay, the job of the prophet, you filter real-time events through the scriptures, okay, and relay it through the spirit. Okay, now as far as the exact specific date, like I say, not saying that is, it ain't, but we know it is coming because the Bible tells us it's coming. This is the scriptures we read. But as far as an exact date, like you say, I can't say one way or the other. But this is prophecy, okay? It will be reset, will collapse. It is coming. All right, let me play another video real quick.
So Chase, you are not going to believe what I'm about to show you. The video is our Treasury Secretary, Janet Yellen, being drilled by Congress. Now, don't you think if you are in one of the biggest transitions in a position where America's at 130% debt-to-income ratio, 33% of our debt is outside of America, the money supply is skyrocketing down as the debt's skyrocketing up. You have an inversion in the bond market, which is sucking liquidity out of your banks and companies. Every other country is working to de-dollarize. Don't you think you would know the numbers like the back of your hand, that you would have this on the top of your head trying to fix this? I'm going to show you a video of Congress drilling Janet Yellen, and this is how much she knows about what's going on.
Madam Secretary, isn't it a fact that the President's proposed budget for next fiscal year is $500 billion more than this fiscal year?
On the spending side?
Yes. That's what a budget is.
Yeah. It is about $400 billion.
It's about $500 billion more, right?
It's about what?
$500 billion more, right?
About that.
Isn't it a fact that since 2019 until today, I'm not including the extra $500 billion that y'all want to spend, since 2019 through today, U.S. population has increased 1.8%, and the federal government's budget is up 55%. Isn't that a fact?
Well, we had a pandemic.
Isn't that a fact, though? Are my numbers right?
I don't know those numbers.
You know,
I'm not sure. I don't know those numbers. Well, something interesting is happening. There's states inside of our country that are trying to break free from our government. As countries are working to de-dollarize, they are de-dollarizing. So here's our national debt clock, 44 trillion if we stay the same way by 2027. Here's our current national debt as our M2 money supply decreases every single day. Supply is going down, debt is skyrocketing. Texas is working to establish a digital currency backed by gold. Governor Ron DeSantis of Florida is working to basically say we're not going into a CBDC. Saudis are done pleasing U.S. Basically, there's no mutual value exchange. We're done with the U.S. dollar. Bam, this is not a game anymore. We need to get our shit together.
All right, so as you can see, they can't pay back. America, is no way possible they can pay back this debt. Okay, it is over, is what it's saying. So Babylon has the attitude that we can't rule or keep it, nobody will. So let's push and promote a whole worldwide global digital reset on the whole world. Okay, so it's a race against time for them. Then you got the BRICS nations. Okay, that's everything under China, Brazil, Russia, India, Africa. All of those are coming together and they're releasing their new world currency. Okay, so it's a race. You got, this is all also leading up into what the Bible says, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. Okay, which ultimately is also going to play a part in World War III or Armageddon. So it's war intention on many different fronts. You got the world's kingdoms fighting for who's next in line of rulership. They know America's finished, on its way out. So Russia thinks they're next in line. You got China think they're next in line. All these other world empires are in a race to take over next. Okay, but as we know, okay, the Lord is going to throw a monkey wrench in all those plans. So off the Babylon, America is gone. It's not going to work out the way the other nations think. The Lord is going to bring forth his kingdom and establish it upon earth. Okay, but what we're seeing prior to that is what the earth is starting to experience now, specifically in America, Babylon. We're starting to see the implosion from within, which the Lord is taking down that whole financial structure, that system. Okay. Also, as you see it in the video, the Lord is also bringing confusion upon them. You see how they can't, it's no solution. They have no answers. There's no way possible for them to fix this because it's bigger than man. This is at the will of the Lord. See, she got so lost, stuck, confusing. They bring their world's top think tanks together. Nobody can get them out of this predicament. Why? Because it's the will of the Lord. Let me get Jeremiah 49:7. Concerning Edom, said the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? See that? So the Lord is stripping away their wisdom. For the longest, they've always had a certain word for this, their think tanks and their top intellectual, their brains or whatever. They was always able to come up with a way to get them out of a predicament or make his situation better for them. No more. The Lord is stripping away the wisdom. Also, Obadiah 1:8. Shall not I in that day, said the Lord, even destroy the wise man out of Edom? Who is Edom? The so-called white man. And understanding out of the mount of Esau. So the Lord is taking away their wisdom and their understanding. Okay, Isaiah 29:14. Therefore I will proceed to do a marvelous work among this people, even a marvelous work and a wonder, for the wisdom of their wise men shall perish, and the understanding of their prudent men shall be hid. See, so they have no way out of this predicament. Let me get Isaiah 47:11. Start at 12. Stand now with thy enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. their witchcraft, their sorceries. This whole nation, that's what it was founded on. Okay, not how they teach holy Christian nation found. No, it was all found off of lies and sorcery. Stand out with the enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, where thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be that thou shalt be able to profit. If so be thou shalt be able to prevail. So the same way that you were able to prosper up until now, all this time while the Lord was allowing you to flourish and allow you to prosper, the same enchantments and sorcery you've been using, stand on that. See if you can save yourself. Verse 13, thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers and the strategists and the monthly procrastinators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. So the Lord is telling them, okay, up until this point, you've been dependent on science, your technology, your information, your wisdom. Use those same sorceries and witchcraft to get yourself out of this predicament. Okay, but it cannot be done because we're showing you this is the Lord that's taking down these world empires and systems. And how is he doing it? He's starting while with imploding them from within, attacking what? The financial systems. All right. Let's see. Let's also grab. Let's go back. Let's see. I think I had another video on it.
Let me break this down for you. First off, the future of money is digital. We know this. For that reason, assets are now being tokenized, which means that digital tokens are being created to run on a blockchain, and these tokens are going to represent people's assets. So your money, your gold and silver, even your art nowadays is being tokenized to be put on the blockchain. The global financial system is migrating to blockchain technology. Why? Because blockchain technology is a revolutionary technology. It's changing the world. And so banks and institutions are getting together to say, hey, the old way, the old system of sending money all around the world and doing business is old and slow and outdated. We're going to upgrade and migrate over to blockchain. The entire financial system is being changed and updated. Banks are adopting it. We're talking about the big banks that run the world, the JP Morgans. They're introducing blockchain solutions. Look at all of these companies that are using blockchain, all big companies that you know about. And yet no one seems to be talking about this monumental shift that's happening in our financial system and in the world itself. Instead, the powers that be are trying to distract us from this. We're being told, look this way, Russia, Ukraine, Putin, World War III. Now look this way. Oh no, our beloved Hollywood celebrity is sick. Prayers for Jamie Foxx. I hope he recovers. Oh, now look up. Spy balloons, UFOs, an alien mothership, all to distract you. Why? Because this transition will create generational wealth for those who are positioned correctly. 90% of businesses are adopting it. The growth of this industry is going to multiply by 100 times over the next 5 years. A recent report said that the global blockchain market could be worth $1,431 billion by 2030. I've never even heard of such a number. Your job is to research, learn about blockchain, look at these companies and find out which technologies, which tokens are they signing up to use. This is like getting into Netflix and Amazon before they blew up. You can get into some of these for pennies.
Okay, so it's all set up once those that are within, okay, the so-called New World Order. Okay, the international bankers are elitists. It's set up to make them rich. Okay, they refer to the masses or the people as sheeple, useless eaters. Okay, they're looking to decrease the population or the world's population. Okay, so it's not set up. You are the average person, average Joe, working 9 to 5. No. Okay, this New World Order, what they're sitting up under this digital currency blockchain, okay, everything will be traced, tracked, digital. They control it. Okay, you say something that's not liked. Okay, they control how much money they do send through your digital account. They can turn it on. They can turn it off. This is the world that we're coming into, and it's fastly approaching. Okay, all of your financial institutions, the banks, and all of this is what we're showing you through the lesson. This is the phase that they're implementing now. Okay, so this is why the Lord told us don't put so much stock on riches or the things of this world. Okay, because the time would come, which is now we're in the last days, that he would bring down every idol, such as money, power, fame, all the things of this world, see? So Those who are more caught up in the things of this world, those are the ones who are not going to make it. See, Isaiah 33:6, wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of our time. The Lord giving us this truth, the true understanding to prepare our souls. Okay, in your patience possess ye your souls. Okay, so we know the future, we know what's coming, while the whole rest of the world is, hey, it's gonna catch them off guard. All right, let's get let me get that Matthew, was it 16:24? For what if it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what should a man give in exchange for his soul? Let me jump up a little bit. Well, verse 25. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, and whosoever will lose his life for my sake will find it. So during this whole time, this transition of finances and this great reset, whosoever will save his life shall lose it. You got many people trying to save their life, meaning hold on to the things of the world. Okay, and it's going to cost you your soul. Okay, because ultimately, what is this going to lead from? This old digital blockchain or global currency? Ultimately, it's going to lead into what? The mark of the beast. It's going to transition over. Okay, so in order, we know the consequences for taking that. Okay, so this is what the Lord is talking about. For those who try to save their soul is going to end up losing it. So the Lord is giving us this wisdom, this knowledge, this information so we could know what's coming. We won't be caught up into the things of this world, okay? Because it's coming. No matter what you got, $2 million or $2, everybody's going to be brought on the same level, same playing field, okay? So if your pride is in money, the things of this world, okay, a lot of people are going to lose their life trying to hold on to what they got, all right? This is Ezekiel 7:19. They shall cast their silver in the street, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of the Lord. And they shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because of the stumbling block of their iniquity. Talking about money or the things of this world. What would make you cast it into the streets? They understand that it no longer has any value. It means nothing at this point. And you have some countries that's already started doing that with the American dollar. Okay, there's videos online to show that they literally burning money because it's pretty much already in their country is zero. It means nothing. Once this digital system really launch, okay, this is what we're showing you. This dollar is finished. All right. I think I had another video talking about it. Hold on.
Watch part 2 of this, and I'm going to tell you exactly.
Oh yeah. The BRICS has officially been launched, y'all. The BRICS digital dollar has been launched. So now what it does is it increases the value of the currency in other countries that's members of the BRICS. So they excluded the dollar officially. Saudi Arabia has just made their first payment to getting their oil from sending their oil to China in the yuan, the yen, or whatever one they got. See, the BRICS isn't one particular currency. It's every one of our members. Your currency is just as good as the other, so it puts everybody on an equal playing field, and it kills the dollar. See, it's a unification of the monies. So there is no big I's and little U's. The BRICS, and you can't be sanctioned. The United States can't sanction none of them. It's a way to get around the sanctions that for all of the countries that ever been kicked out of SWIFT, out the United States. This is why they went and joined the BRICS. It's like 60, 70 countries now. And they all join in BRICS. They just joined BRICS because now all of our money is equal. All of them it's been uploaded in their banks, and it is now starting to take. It's going to take about 2 months to take hold, 3-4 months, and then it's over with. It's officially over with for the dollar. The BRICS has officially launched, and they're building wealth for all the countries. Do y'all see what I'm saying? Y'all follow me? By having an equal playing field and everybody can trade with each other without sanctions, everybody becomes rich.
And see, that's what these other nations been waiting on, see? Like we started off, they rejoice, okay, when Babylon is brought down. Well, that's why. All these sanctions and bully ball that America's been playing with the rest of the earth, that's done away with now. That's over. Through this BRICS currency that they're launching, okay, America, they can't bully these other nations like they've been doing all this time. See, this is what we're showing you. This is what's going on now. Okay, so this is coming down the pipeline fast and in a hurry. Let me get this Isaiah 33:1. Because these other nations also not going to have no mercy. See, when America brought low like this, like it's about to happen, and this dollar collapse and things of that nature, they feel like they've been done wrong all this time, these sanctions and through the international policies. So they're going to play very, very harsh with America. This is, where's Isaiah 33? Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou wast not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they dealt treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cease to spoil, talking about Babylon, that power is gone now. You've done treacherously. Other countries ain't done treacherously. When you cease to spoil, why? Because the power structure, the dollar is gone, thou shalt be spoiled. And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee. Talking about these other nations around. See, even a lot of NATO, okay, what is it? Germany, Britain, France, a lot of these countries are very, very, they're supposed to be allies. They angry with America. Okay, so this is what it's showing you. These other when the dollar collapse and these other nations, start to rise, they're gonna deal very harsh and treacherously with this place. Is what it's showing you. Also, it's another one. What is that? Habakkuk 2:6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? And to him that leadeth himself with thick clay. Shall not they, let me highlight verse 7. Shall they not rise up suddenly, that they shall bite thee, and awake, and shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them. Verse 8. Because thou hast spoiled many nations, see that? All the remnant of thy people shall spoil thee. Because men's blood for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. Okay, so as Babylon, America falls, and her economy is broken, she gets weaker, become more like a third world country by the day, and these BRICS nations start to rise to power, okay, they're not going to be looked at good. They're going to deal very, very harshly with this place, is what it's saying. Obadiah 1:7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee. Talking about even America's allies. And prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Okay, so the whole world, these other nations are starting to come against, a turn against Babylon, is what it's saying. All right, I think I have one more video I want to play.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. In July 2020, Klaus Schwab, director of the World Economic Forum, publishes the book The Great Reset. In it, we are presented with the current COVID-19 crisis as a great opportunity to reset all aspects of our society. Thus, we are presented with a new world, built, defined, and imposed by a very small elite.
And the trick is to do it openly, to do it publicly.
Los acontecimientos internacionales no suceden por casualidad, están todos interconectados y planificados para que sucedan. No aparecen pandemias que se predicen.
If we start now, we can be ready for the next epidemic.
Aparecen pandemias que se planifican para conseguir objetivos.
It's a very pertinent question to ask, how do we build back better?
We remember the terrible damage of COVID as we try to build back from this global pandemic.
Build back better.
Build it back better.
Build back better. To build back better.
Build back better.
Build back better.
Build back better.
Build back.
All these personalities that you see there, saying the same thing, have a common denominator.
The reset.
Most belong to or have attended Bilderberg meetings.
It is imperative that we reimagine, rebuild, redesign, reinvigorate, and rebalance our world.
But what is Bilderberg?
So the Bilderberg is like a casting event. A casting event for people to get into public positions. So before you become the prime minister of a country or a chancellor of Germany or something.
Now, real quick, y'all, all these faces that it's showing that you see in these videos, when we talk about the wicked in the Bible, Malachi 1:4, Esau, Edom, the wicked, or we say the so-called white man, this is specifically who we're talking about. These are the people who pretty much run this earth. Your international, your global elitists, international bankers. These are the people that's in high places. These are the people that put your politicians in office. Both sides, Democrat, Republican, they pay and they fund both sides to get the same agenda done at the end of the day. So when you think you got a right or vote or this or that, you're really making a difference. This is what we're showing you. This is Esau's world right now. So this is the Lord, what we're showing you. When we talk about bring him down or bring Babylon down, the people who control, this is what the Lord is doing, their transition of power. Their time is up now. He's taking these people down. They have no scenario, no solution. So this is why they scramble. This is why things going digital. This is why the mark of the beast is going to come. All of this, it's over, is what we're showing you. Before the kingdom can come on earth, these are the people, these are the Edomites that we're talking about that has to be taken out of power. So when you hear Israelites say, okay, Esau, the white man is the devil, this is specifically what they're talking about. The mount of Esau. Okay, specifically, these are the one, not the so much, the average Joe, they Edomites too, they work a 9 to 5 with 2 and stuff like that, but they don't know what the hell going on. Just like the average of our people don't know. But the people in the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, Job 9:24, you looking at them. These are the people, the billionaires, the trillionaires around the earth, you're looking at them. This is what's going on. All right, I'm going to finish the video.
Like this, yeah, or getting into a high position, they want to know, will this person follow more or less their nicely presented orders or not?
Since 1954, the date of its foundation, Bilderberg meetings are conferences that bring together influential people from around the world. Country leaders, media owners, bankers, shareholders of big pharmaceuticals, owners of big tech, members of royalty, as well as representatives of supranational organizations such as the World Health Organization or NATO.
As you can see, many also belong to the New Fashion Club, the World Economic Forum, or the Davos Forum.
Our global shapers, where are you?
Led by the ideologue of the Great Reset, Klaus Schwab.
Component of support community.
But the non-reporting of these events is anything other than a conspiracy between the organisers and the media. It merely confirms the belief of many that the hidden agenda and purpose of the Bilderberg Group is to bring about undemocratic world government.
En el año 54 se celebra la primera reunión Bilderberg y en el acta se recoge que van a crear un nuevo orden mundial.
The existence of a plan to establish a new world order is undeniable.
A new world. About some of the wise men who helped shape the new world order.
There's a need for a new world order.
Because those who advocated have...
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stop it there. Okay, I want to, we probably close out with this scripture. I'm going to get Malachi 1 and 4 just to show you. Now, something, if you paid attention what they kept saying in the video, besides New World Order, rebuild back better, build back better. See, they're trying to hold on to the world, even though the Lord is telling them, hey, your time is up. So this is why they're scrambling, constantly talking about build back better. But this is what the Lord have to say about them building. Okay, we're going to Malachi 1. All right, I'm going to start at 1. This is Malachi 1 and 1. The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, said the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, said the Lord? Yet I have loved Jacob, and I hated Esau. Now, we just showed you who Esau is, and part of the reason why the Lord hates Esau. All right? And laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus says the Lord of hosts, they shall build what they kept saying in this video. Showed you all these Edomites, okay, that run the world. Build back better. Build back better. Look at what the Lord's saying. They shall build, but I will throw down. And they shall call them the border of wickedness and the people against who the Lord had indignation forever. So the Bible is saying Esau, Edom, the so-called white men, specifically the ones that run the earth, what we just showed you. This is why the Lord says he hates them, because everything they constantly plot and plan is wickedness, evil, specifically against the children of Israel, Jacob. See? All these all these things, even the future, what is going to lead to, the mark of the beast, all against the children of Israel. But the Lord is showing you no matter what they do, no matter what type of currency, digital, blockchain, how they try to reset, the mark of the beast, none of that. Though they build, the Lord has promised he's going to throw them down. Okay, so that's what we're doing now. We're just showing you through the lesson. That's the time that we're in right now. Everything is going digital, about to be reset. The economy, pretty much any day. Once again, we don't know specific, the day of the hour. We don't give dates specific. Okay, but we prophesy and part through these scriptures. We just letting you know it's coming. Okay, make sure your mind, your spirit, your heart is right. Okay, store up treasures in heaven, not on the earth. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and close it out with that. Okay, once again, that's been global reset, digital currency, and dollar collapse. Okay, so until next time, okay, I want to say finish having a blessed Shabbat Shalom. And until next time, we're going to say Shalom. We out.